You are listening to Bedtime Dreamy Tales. Please make sure you have subscribed to our channel for new story. Story title, Old Sultan. Once upon a time, in a village embraced by gentle hills and sprawling fields, there dwelt a faithful dog known as Old Sultan, with fur that had transitioned from a resplendent gold to a dignified gray, and a bark that had softened from a commanding echo to a gentle murmur. Old Sultan's days of youth were behind him. This noble canine had devoted his life to serving Johann, a shepherd, safeguarding the flock with a vigilant eye against the threats of wolves and bandits. Yet, the relentless march of time had eroded Sultan's once formidable abilities. His teeth were gone, and with them, his capacity to protect as he once did. Johann, standing by the modest farmhouse he called home with his wife, Maria, watched Sultan as he basked in the sun, his tail offering only a feeble wag. "I think it's time we let old Sultan go. He's of no use to us now," Johann declared, the weight of his decision heavy in his heart. Maria, her eyes brimming with tears, implored him to reconsider. "Please, can't we keep him? He's been so loyal to us. It's only right that we care for him now in his old age." Johann, though conflicted, remained pragmatic. "But without the ability to guard our home, our flock, what purpose does he serve?" His words, though harsh, hid the sorrow of parting with the companion who had become part of their family. Old Sultan, lying not far from this exchange, heard every word. Fear and sadness flooded him at the thought of being separated from his family and the home he so dearly loved. As the day gave way to night, casting elongated shadows across the verdant fields, Sultan ventured into the forest. There, he sought the wisdom of Frederick, a wolf of great cunning who had once stood as his adversary but had, over time, turned into an unlikely ally. Upon hearing Sultan's plight, Frederick crafted a clever scheme. "Do not despair, for I have a plan that will undeniably reaffirm your value to your master," Frederick assured, a mischievous glint in his eyes. "Tomorrow, as Johann and his son work the fields, we shall enact a little theatrics." The strategy was bold. Frederick would feign an attack on the child, and Sultan would save him, thus demonstrating his undying loyalty and courage despite his advanced age. Come morning, as Johann and Maria toiled in the field, with their young son, Peter, playing nearby, Frederick and Sultan executed their plan. Frederick charged towards Peter, posing as a menace, while Sultan, summoning every ounce of strength and bravery he possessed, pursued Frederick. The ruse was executed flawlessly. Sultan rescued Peter from Frederick, who simulated defeat and retreated into the woods. Johann and Maria, witnesses to Sultan's valor, were filled with joy and gratitude. Sultan was celebrated as a hero, and Johann vowed to care for him with greater love and attention for the remainder of his days. In the days that followed, Frederick visited to commend Sultan on his heroic deed. Yet, he also came seeking a favor in return for his assistance. "Dear Sultan, might I trouble you to overlook my taking one of Johann's sheep?" Frederick proposed, his tone playful yet hopeful. Sultan, though appreciative of Frederick's help, remained steadfast in his loyalty. "That I cannot do. My allegiance to Johann and his family cannot be swayed," he responded with conviction. Feeling rebuffed but respecting Sultan's loyalty, Frederick attempted to procure a sheep solo but was foiled by Sultan, who timely alerted Johann. This sequence of events culminated in a standoff between Sultan, aided by Whiskers, a three-legged cat with the heart of a lion, and Frederick, who had conscripted a wild boar into his ranks. The spectacle of Whiskers, hobbling yet fierce, and the misinterpretation of her tail as a weapon, sent Frederick and the boar fleeing in terror, solidifying Sultan's legendary status in the village. Ultimately, peace was restored, and Sultan and Frederick found reconciliation, acknowledging the profound depths of friendship and loyalty. Sultan's final years were spent basking in the warmth of his family's love and the admiration of all who heard his remarkable story, a testament to the enduring bonds formed between hearts true and brave. If you like this story, please give this video a like and comment below with your thoughts. See you in the next story.